athlete and first South African across the finish line in this year's Ironman South Africa, Kyle Buckingham is joining me in studio. Thank you for sitting down with me.
Thank you.
Well, you were the first South African across Ironman South Africa finish line.
Yes.
And that was second place.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How did that feel?
Oh no, it's one of my dreams come true. I've been working really hard to get to where I've got, and yeah, no, it was, everything just played in my favour on the day, and I just felt amazing.
Ironman seems really crazy and intense to me. How do you train to compete in such an intense race?
Yeah, I mean, there's no escaping the training. It's a very difficult event to train for. It takes a lot of dedication and motivation to do it. But I mean, it's just like with any other sport. I mean, you just got to, with Ironman, you know, you got to train about 3 hours a day, or 2-3 hours a day, and then big weekends.
How do you have time for that?
Yeah, no, there's no time, and there's a lot of like family sacrifices and things that everybody has to make to do the Ironman. It's such a long event, and so it takes a lot of hard work.
Well, take me through a typical training day for you. Okay,
well, it would be like a 4 or 5 hour bike ride, an hour and a half swimming, and then sometimes we would do a run in the evening. That's a 3 discipline training day. Sometimes mainly we have 2 disciplines, but in big training blocks I could train 5 hours, 6 hours a day. So I'm training 40 hours a week nearly.
That's insane. Now, diet-wise, do you have to change your diet in any way? What are you eating when you're doing? I
mean, I do eat. My diet's normally really healthy. I try and keep everything healthy, but you know, I've still got to laugh as well. And if I've got to let go and go out to restaurants or whatever and have a glass of wine, then so be it. You know, it's my job now, so I treat it like everybody else has got a job and everyone else has a life. So, but nutrition is, I mean, it's all about recovery. Recovery is one of the most important things with any sport. So eating well and good proteins and vegetables and things like that.
Now, are you yay or nay for carbohydrates?
I eat carbs.
Yeah.
It's worked for me, and I'm not going to change. I mean, it's worked for me in 5 years. I'm not going to change anything. Everything's been getting better, so I'm not going to change anything.
Awesome. You're the first athlete I've heard in a while that actually will stand up for their carbs.
Yeah, I'll eat carbs. I mean, my body's just, my body adapts really quickly to carbs. And when I'm racing, I have carbs, so I'm going to try and have carbs.
Amazing. Now, have you always been a professional athlete?
No, I've turned professional at the beginning of this year.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was an amateur for 4 years, and after competing beginning of last year, I wanted to go professional, and my coach Reinhard Tissing said, no, you know, just hold on, you know, there's no rush, and there's still plenty of time. A lot of athletes rush into being professional too early. And my main goal was to go to Kona to the World Championships in Hawaii. That's held every October. And my goal and my dream was to win the amateur race, which I did. And I also broke the course record for an amateur there as well. So I was really happy to end my amateur career doing that before going pro. Amazing.
Now, how did you get into this whole Ironman thing? Because
it's
not something you just fall into.
No. I was living in London with a housemate, Damon Polfram, and I was living with him in a house share. There was like 5 of us, and he was training to do this, and I was like, what's he doing? He's cycling like 6 hours down to Brighton and back, and then he would run, and then the next day he would run 2.5 hours on a Sunday, and I thought, this is crazy. But I mean, ever since and then I thought, oh, I'm going to buy a bike and a pair of running shoes, and then I started, and I just enjoyed it. I love challenging myself every day. I mean, it's hard, but I just love that challenge.
What a motivational story. You don't hear people who are just like, yeah, you know, my friend did it, and I wanted to challenge myself. Good for you. Well, you're actually leaving for the United States soon.
Tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. What are you going to be doing there?
I've got a race this Sunday in Raleigh, 70.3 in North Carolina, and then that's a half Ironman. So it doesn't take too much. I mean, it takes it out of you, but
I like that you say it doesn't take too much.
Yeah, it's not like an Ironman. You know, you have to recover for 2 weeks after. Ironman, a half Ironman, you can generally recover within a week. So I've got actually another half Ironman the weekend after in Eagleman near Boston in Cambridge. So that's going to be more like training races, we call it, and then we put together an A race, which would be Ironman Lake Placid in New York.
Okay.
And then I'll be based myself in Boulder, Colorado.
Okay.
And to try and acclimatize myself to the altitude.
Now, will your family be coming with you? Or are you just going
no, my wife.
Yeah.
My wife is going to come with me. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. And then I've got another 2 half Ironmans, and then my biggest one would be Ironman Arizona.
Okay.
That's probably my biggest one.
So you're going to be off out in the States
6
running
months.
races for 6 months.
Yeah.
Now, how are you going to, you're going to base yourself in Boulder, Colorado, you said,
Yes.
and you're just going to obviously train there and run, and your coach is coming with you?
No, my coach Reynard, he's staying here in Cape Town. He's quite a big coaching academy, Reynard Tissing Coaching Academy. So Reynard's a legend himself in Ironman and racing for 22 years. So to have him around, and even if it's Skype or email, it's a great help. And I know we chat a bit, and I just listen really carefully to what he's saying, because he's got a lot of background knowledge.
Yeah.
And then, so my wife will just come, and you know, I've got an amazing sponsor, Velocity Sports Lab, in Howard Bay. It's a gym, and they've sponsored me since 2012. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good luck. The whole country is rooting for you.
Thanks very much.
Is there any way that we can follow you online, find out if you're winning, how you're doing?
I've got a website, carlbuckingham.co.za. And I've got my Twitter is Carl Buckingham, and also Facebook page.
Great. So, well, I hope you have a safe flight, and I'm really
you.
excited to see how you do. And we'll have you back in here when you're back in South Africa.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks for having me.